Hey guys, this is Chase. I'm that guy with the gloves. And these are just some of the best WWE Mattel figures that we got from 2016. What an unbelievable year for wrestling action figures. I'm mostly just an elite collector. I get some basics here and there, but for the most part, I just collect elites. So these are my honorable mentions for 2016. What a freaking stacked year. So let's just get right into it. Starting off with the Elite 42 Xavier Woods. Just a great looking figure. Francesca looks amazing. The color scheme on Xavier looks really awesome. The white, blue, and black really pop on these guys. This isn't my favorite of the New Day's attire, but for what they did, it's really good. Followed up by the Elite 44 Big E. Loving this really long sleeveless trench coat or duster coat that he has. This is just one of my favorite Big E figures. And the Elite 43 Kofi Kingston with his awesome Real Mega Dad of the Year sign. And I freaking love this head sculpt because just looking back and seeing like my first couple of Kofi Kingston figures that I bought from Mattel, where he's a lot younger, to just how he looks now and why the New Day call him Pops. I just think that's hilarious. It's kind of sad. I really wish they would have released these guys all in one series. I wish they would have waited until Elite Series 44, so that way they could have had maybe their SummerSlam attire when they were in the white and the gold. It would have matched the Elite 45 Seth Rollins. I know I'm going to get a ton of hate for having this figure in my honorable mentions, but there are some things about it I just don't like. I don't like how they reused the same vest mold from Elite 37, and the way they painted the gold lines over the little muscle parts and stuff like that. It just doesn't look good. I'm sorry, it just doesn't. Had some paint defects on his chin. He had like some blonde streaks in it, which I rubbed away with sandpaper, but now I gotta paint over it, so that just is a bummer. And he's too short. He is too short. Again, that's something I didn't point out with his first couple of elites, but that's something I had to point out here. He's just too damn short. It is a good figure. I like the white and the gold. It really does pop on this guy, and he's got the new WWE Championship. So overall, it is a good figure. Then we got the Lost Legends Chris Jericho. Had to do some modifications to him. I gotta get some decals for his tattoos and stuff like that, but I really did like this figure. My opinion, just cut off the sleeves on his jacket, give him a nice, cool looking vest, find some ribbon or fabric to give him a scarf. I like the face sculpt. The face sculpt and the molding, I think it looks really well done. I can't wait to get an updated version with the facial hair. And I really dig his attire. It's really freaking cool. This one hurts. I wanted this one on my top 10. It's the Elite 47 Kevin Owens. Loving that face sculpt. I wish it was the basic one with the smirk, but I really like how it looks. The attire's okay. I think his Elite 43 attire is much better. Not a fan of the Universal Championship, though. But the podium is freaking awesome. The Lost Legends Magnum TA. What a great figure. That face sculpt is just really well done. He also comes with a vest that I can't find. Small little detail I just wanted to point out, because I don't think I'm going to review this figure. His legs, man. They're like freaking tree trunks. The Network Spotlight Bailey. Love it. This perfectly captures her NXT TakeOver Brooklyn attire. Yeah, the headband needed the polka dots, but the polka dots are on her wrist straps, and I think that's really well done. She also has like this little added detail on her right hand when her hand was broken, so that's kind of why it looks like it's all taped up black. Friggin' awesome. The tassels look great. Her gold and white attire, it just is really cool. I love it so much. The Elite 47 Big Boss Man. Jeez, what a badass figure. Perfectly captures Boss Man from his Attitude Era run. And he comes with so many accessories. It's freaking awesome. Now this one's going to sting, folks. It's the Elite 43 Kevin Owens. From the neck down, I think it's a badass, awesome figure. The NXT Championship is this is one of my favorite belts. I love the design of the shirt and the shorts. Yeah, his arms could have been a little bit smaller. You know, I'm not a fan of this face sculpt. The one that was on the Elite 47 is just so much better. The Ringside Collectibles exclusive Wolfpack Sting. I'm loving this figure more and more since I got him, pretty much thanks to Wadfigs. Dude just sold me on it. And it just reminded me so much of the WCW Toy Biz Sting. You know, it's just one of those things where it's like, if it reminds me of a figure that I had as a kid, I gotta get it. Oh man, the Elite 41 Finn Balor. This is so many people's favorite figure of the year. I absolutely love it. The paint job is just amazing. For Finn Balor's first Elite figure, especially with the Demon persona, they had to get this right, and they did an amazing job. The WrestleMania 33 Heritage Elite Series Triple H Skeleton Warrior. I like this figure more and more every time I see it. Again, this is another one of those figures where I wasn't certain if I was going to get it or not because I had so many Triple H Elites already. But Wad Figs, you playing around with the skeleton mask, it just sold me on it, man. And I love it. The Hall of Fame Series 3 figures didn't show up in my neck of the woods until mid-2016. I got these in a trade with Edward Underhill. And I know these kind of came out, sort of towards the tail end of 2015, but I'm grouping them in here. This Jimmy Hart is just such a cool figure. The only thing I don't like about it is like the way they painted his hands. They just look really weird outside of this lighting, almost like it just doesn't match his skin tone. It's really odd, but the rest of the figure is just really cool. I love how they did the coat and stuff like that. His shirt, the tie, the head sculpt is just amazing, and the megaphone. His megaphone. It's so freaking cool. The Defining Moments Nature Boy Ric Flair based off of WrestleMania 24. This robe, my God, is it perfection. I love it. This is like my accessory of the year, or my clothing piece of the year for Mattel. It's just so freaking beautiful. I can't gush over that thing enough. Only reason why he's in my honorable mentions instead of in the top 10, though, is that the figure itself is just, it's a little inaccurate. I like the face sculpt that they used for it, but his torso is just too jacked. The way they packaged him was ridiculous. There's some inaccuracies with his knee pads, people keep telling me, and in a weird thing, his left foot is deformed. I have to position him very carefully in order to get him to stand upright. The Hall of Fame Series 4-pack Bobby Heenan. I really wish this figure was available without having to purchase the 4-pack from Target. It was so hard to find. I ended up picking him up on eBay, and I love it. This Bobby Heenan, based off of WrestleMania 3, is just perfect. It looks exactly like him. His tux is just riddled with detail. It's amazing. I love it. It's the perfect Bobby Heenan figure. The Elite 44 Sasha Banks. This is one of those figures that just skirted into my honorable mentions. I really don't like that face sculpt. The paint job is terrible. Doesn't really look like Sasha Banks when you take off the glasses. But her outfit is really great. Her accessories are just stacked. I mean, she's got glasses, the necklace, her little legit boss brass knuckles, and she comes with this really cool rubber coat. A lot of great molding and detailing on the coat as well. So she makes it. The Elite 46 Harlem Heat, Stevie Ray and Booker T, great figures. I didn't think I was going to like them as much as I did until I got them in hand, and I just love them. They're really awesome. Oh man, this one hurts. I wanted Dusty in my top 10 so bad. It's the WCW ring. I don't even remember how you say it. He came with a basic WCW ring as well, and he was a Target exclusive, so he was kind of hard to get a hold of, but man, that face, that looks so much like Dusty Rhodes, and it's just such a great figure. The Elite 45 Lex Luger Narcissist just skirts by. I really, really like the face mold and the paint job they did on him. The attire is really cool. He's got the new elbow joints, and I'm not sold on them like I thought I would be. And the way they painted the little silver armbands, I'm not a fan of that. The Elite 42 Nasty Boys. These guys are awesome. I wasn't the biggest fan of the Nasty Boys as a kid, but these figures actually make me bigger fans of them. But the attire on these guys, they just got me sold. I love the way they look. The coats, even though they're made of rubber, they're really soft, and I like what they did with them. The chain and everything, and the Nasty Boy symbol looks awesome. Their glasses are cool. The molding on their boots even. I mean, they're just freaking really great figures. I prefer Jerry Saggs over Brian Knobbs. I also thought Jerry was the better wrestler, but I just think his figure's better too. This was the defining moment of the year. Stone Cold Steve Austin. Comes with 3 championship belts, including a Smoking Skull title. It's just the definitive Stone Cold Steve Austin. The Elite 45 Bubba Ray Dudley. I wanted this in my top 10. I wanted this figure to be better. His arms are too big and they're too long. They're really weird looking, but the paint job is really good. The face could have been a little bit better, but he, again, like Sasha Banks, he just made it in. The Elite 42, Jim the Anvil Neidhart. I love that figure. It was going to be in my top 10. It was one of those that just had to get cut, though. Damn it. I love it so much. I'm hoping they make a Jim the Anvil Neidhart based on his Hart Foundation 97 Attitude Era run. That's going to be awesome if they do. And please include his vest and or jacket, whatever he was wearing. The Elite 45, Lord Steven Regal. It's a freaking great figure. I absolutely love it. I did not have the problem with the knees that Captain McKay and a couple other people had. How did we get 3 Shawn Michaels Elites and none of them ended up in my top 10? Why? Because this was just a stacked year, that's why. Got the Network Spotlight Shawn Michaels. I hate that face. I hate the head sculpt they used on it. But the rest of the figure is just so awesome. I love this attire. It's very reminiscent of the Jakks Superstar Series 1, the bone crunching ones. That was the first WWF figure I ever purchased from KB Toys, and this one just reminds me of it so much. It had to make my honorable mentions at least. The WrestleMania 33 Heritage Elite Series, Shawn Michaels, based off of WrestleMania 12. I love this figure. The white tights with the gold and silver heartbreak symbols is just so awesome. He should have had a different face sculpt, though. I mean, yeah, I don't get why you would use a 96 Shawn Michaels and a 2006 Shawn Michaels and give them the exact same face mold. I mean, it's just ridiculous. Speaking of that, the Walgreens exclusive DX Shawn Michaels. This figure, I love the detailing on it. It's just really freaking awesome. Again, I wish they would have either used this face mold for the WrestleMania 12 Shawn Michaels or just this one. It just looks weird. The hat's kind of cool. Shout out to Captain McKay Random because my Walgreens weren't getting these in, and he picked one of those up for me. So thank you, sir. The Elite 43 Samoa Joe. I really dig the face sculpting on it. It could have been a little bit better, but I still like it. The fabric shirt's awesome, and overall, he's a good figure. Just some design choices that are just a little what the F, guys. And there was a wide problem with where his left hand was really loose. A lot of people seem to have that. So the Elite 44 Braun Strowman. His black sheep mask doesn't fit on his face all that well. What the hell? Oh well. Other than not having his Superman tattoo, this figure is just freaking awesome. He is just a giant of a figure. Mattel did a great job with the first Braun Strowman Elite. The Ringside Collectibles exclusive Wolfpack Kevin Nash. Such a beautiful figure. It's already using one of Mattel's best molds, in my opinion, the Diesel body, or the Kevin Nash body, depending on what you like more. But anyway, comes with the red spray painted NWO title. It's just an awesome figure. Too bad I can't find the spray paint can. The Hall of Fame Series 3 Macho King Randy Savage. I love this figure. It's just so cool. As is the Hall of Fame Series 3 $1 Million Man Ted DiBiase. Great likeness on that new face mold. I really dig it. He doesn't come with the suit. That's off of his entrance great figure, but the Elite figure itself is still pretty good. A little short, but pretty good. The amount of accessories he comes with, I absolutely love it. The gold briefcase, the $1 Million Championship, and the basketball. That's hilarious. The then, now, and forever Elite Tyler Breeze. Oh man, what a gorgeous figure. Or should I say, gorgeous. Nah, I shouldn't say that. But it is a really great Elite figure. I'm not too big a fan of the color scheme on it. I kind of wish he had different colored tights and, the fur on his boots and his vest. I just wish the colors were a little bit different. It is unique. You don't see a lot of Mattel figures that look like this, so I'll give him that. Selfie stick is pretty awesome. I wish there was a better way he can hold it, but anyway, it is still just a badass figure. Alright, so there's a couple of figures I forgot about. I'm going to go ahead and talk about them right now. This is the Elite 41 Terry Funk. This figure would have been just damn near perfect if he would have included a t-shirt. I'm so sad about that. But the headband, the face sculpt, the double cross branding iron, the ECW championship, his tights, everything about this figure, I really do like it. It just needed a t-shirt. Really would have set him off. We lost the big guy in 2016, but we got a pretty good Elite from him on his way out. It's the Elite 41 Ryback. And this is probably his best Elite. I mean, they finally gave him a much more jacked torso. He's just about the right height, too. I kind of thought the colors were a little bit gaudy when I first saw it, but they grew on me. So, big guy, your last Elite, earns an honorable mention. Also from Elite 41, which was, God, such a great series. That and Elite 47, those were like probably the two best series out of this year, I think. 45 was good, too. The Elite 41, Dean Ambrose. Officer Dean Ambrose to you. That face sculpt has really grown on me. I did not like it when I first saw it, but I've gotten used to it, and it's okay. It comes with this really funny officer hat, which Dusty Rhodes could wear as well. Points if you get that reference. Oh, and Tyler Breeze. He is a fashion police. He's a member of the fashion police now. He's got a molded on shirt that looks pretty damn good. He comes with 2 nightsticks. Boss Man's probably jealous. And it's a solid figure. It's really good. Like I said, these guys are an honorable mention, so they all earn a Slammy. Yay! Congratulations to everyone here. However, when it comes to the top 10, it ain't about Slammies. It's about this thing right here. The M. Bison Trophy of Excellence, or whatever the hell he calls it. I have no idea. This is given to the best figure of the year. Who's going to be the top figure of 2016?